Good evening and welcome back to Atlanta, Georgia, here in North America for the second semi-final of the BB&T Atlanta Open. We know the first finalist, John Isner of the United States, and there is a possibility before us that we could well have an All-American final. And in your picture, the young 21-year-old Ryan Harrison will try and make that happen. And if it were to happen, it will be a first final for him. So a new challenge for quite an intense individual, must be said. But, a decent guy. Nick Lester is my name. Arvin Palmer here with me, as always. Looking ahead towards this match, Kevin Anderson of South Africa will try to put a stop to the All-American the All-American final. Although, of course, he's a man who's spent a lot of time over here in the States. Graduate of the University of Illinois. Played 4 years of college tennis before turning professional, and what a good career he has put together. Played some good tennis this year, Kevin Anderson. Made the improvements necessary, and potentially a top 20, or maybe the chance to crack the top 20 for the very first time in his career. I suspect if you'd have told him when he came out of college that he'd have been top 20, he would have probably bitten your hand off. Ryan Harrison coming through a very tight one last night, 7-6 in the third against Santiago Giraldo of Colombia. And it's his first semi-final, Harrison, since Newport last summer, where he lost to John Isner. He's 0-5, in fact, in semi-finals, never ever managed to win one. Looks like Jake Garner is our man in the chair for the seedings match. Perfect conditions, really, here tonight. Too hot, pretty cool. That is what we have in store for you. Could be number one against number two as far as the seedings go here this week, if Anderson can indeed seal his spot in tomorrow's final. The head-to-head as far as these two go. Never played before, so something new for both gentlemen. Well, 21, of course, these days in tennis really is, well, a baby in so many regards, isn't it? Just so many 30-plus players now dominating the tour. Ryan Harrison still has plenty of time ahead of him, but of course, given the barren run, really, the Americans have had with their lack of Grand Slam winners, and let's be honest, you're not exactly too many of those around. So, hopes, I think, were pinned on this guy. So hasn't been able to fulfill so far off, but I guess quite a few years ahead of him, really, aren't there?
Yeah, I think when we first hit the scenes as a 15, 16-year-old, much was expected, and that puts a lot of pressure on your shoulders. Someone like a Grigor Dimitrov would certainly vouch for that. And, just the pressure sometimes gets you as a youngster. You've got to remember, he's not fully matured yet, physically, mentally. All the game hasn't developed to where it needs to be ultimately. So you've got to give these type of players some time. Certainly got some skills. He's a decent athlete now, and he's evidence of yesterday's match, a real fighter. mentally still has a few internal battles, as he did yesterday. There was times there where you thought he was about to lose it. Start of the third set didn't look good for him, but he battled back from a breakdown and finished strongly. So in time, I'm sure Ryan Harrison, you know, he'll come up trumps, and hopefully for him soon be back in the top 50 where he's been before. So he knows he can do it, and once you're in the top 50, then you know, you build that confidence and get some momentum behind you, and that's what it's all about. And to get yourself through to the next levels, the higher kind of rankings on the tour. He's got a good game, he's got a big game, so I'm sure he'll get that.
Kevin Anderson, 27 years of age, fourth semi-final of the year, second here in Atlanta. He's got a 7-3 career record here. Yet to win a title this year. Won the final in Sydney and Casablanca. Bernard Tomic it was that beat him in the final of Sydney, and in Casablanca Tommy Robredo got the better of him there on the clay. He's played a lot this year, got to say, Kevin Anderson. He really has got out there and played pretty much week in, week out. Semi-finals in Bogota last week. We saw a bit of that one where he lost to Ivo Karlovic. 31 wins so far in 2013. That's a very, very good return, and that means that he sits at a career high just outside the top 20 in the world. Improvements in his game this year would be, what would you feel?
Well, I think the game is gradually got bigger and bigger. The serve is certainly his main weapon. The forehand is becoming more and more solid. The backhand's always been good, but I just feel mentally he turns up every single week. You know, he's one guy I think will look back on his career when it's all over and think, you know what, I maximised in all areas. And I think it's credit to him. He's very diligent. He's a real student of the game, and as I said, mentally he's there for every match. He, he doesn't show much emotion out there, doesn't get too excited, doesn't get too down, just keeps plodding away. He's got a game that suits well in tennis these days. He plays quite a big game, likes to get the first strike in, is very attacking. You can see how tall he is, so the serve is crucial for him to work and get through those service games as easily as possible, and then he can have a go on the returner serve. Plus, plays a lot of tennis, wins a lot of matches. Last week in Bogota did well. You'd think he'd be a little bit tired, but he's got through a couple of 3-set matches this week. So things are looking good for him, and at a career high. He's having a time of his life right now, so he's got to ride that wave as long as possible. And as you say, Nick, if he does any better here, he'll be inside of the top 20 for the first time.
Yeah, 18 wins on hard courts this year as well. Number 5, that is, on the season. In fact, if he wins tonight, he'll draw level with Andy Murray in terms of his hard court wins this year. Murray's only won 19. And in fact, the 2 players above Anderson, Djokovic and then Gasquet and Berdych, who have both won 21 matches on a hard court so far in 2013. So that's the sort of company that Kevin Anderson's keeping right now, and pretty decent.
He also manages to adapt to all surfaces. Can play on the clay. Had a great run. Roland Garros came up a little short against, well, quite a bit short against David Ferrer in the end, but no shame there. And can adapt, and that's also works in your favour as a player if you can play on the surface all the seasons. Then obviously you're going to have a bigger chance of climbing the rankings and winning the matches. Consistency's there.
So we're just about set. It is the young American Ryan Harrison, who has never made a final before, on the top tier of men's tennis, trying to right that particular wrong. Kevin Anderson of South Africa, though, will be stiff opposition, most definitely. Experienced customer, enjoying, as Arvin was saying, perhaps the finest moments in his professional career right now. Anderson will serve to get us underway.
Seats quickly, please. Thank you. First set. Kevin Anderson to serve.
So second semi-final live from Atlanta for you. That's the BB&T
Ready.
Atlanta Open.
Fight.
The American taking on the South African.
$15 love.
He's only lost serve once this week as Anderson held serve 27 of 28 games. Also leads the tournament up to this point in first serve for points 187% of the time. All sorts of numbers that you'd expect him to post, really. Decent opening 3 points.
Well, not many players get round Anderson
40
serve to hit a full-round return. Harrison very quick in that point. Pocket rocket.
$40-15.
Again, very good return by Harrison there. For first serve 130 miles an hour.
Yeah, type of guy you would imagine seconds before stepping out on the court, doing some sprints on a treadmill somewhere. Starter.
Yeah, Anderson. First game.
Anderson with the hold serve. 2 Harrisons involved this week, as we've alluded to. Christian Harrison, the younger brother, who played John Isner in the opening round here, or second round, losing in 3 sets. You wonder what was going on there.
Brian Harrison to serve.
A ball obviously was lost, and had to get another ball out. Anderson just fluffing the ball up a little bit, rubbing the ball on the strings, which slows it down a touch.
15 all.
Plays a refreshingly quick brand of tennis, doesn't he, Ryan Harrison?
We saw last night, the tighter the score, the quicker he played.
$30-15. $40-15. Harrison.
So, good game from Ryan Harrison. He was yet to win a set, would you believe, in those 5 semi-final losses he's had on tour. His first ever semi-final in Atlanta here 2 years ago. Just Imani Fish. Well, that was LA. Fish beat him there. In fact, I lie, actually did win a set in LA. Raonic, Seppi and Isner, the other players to have beaten him in the semis.
Perfect case of
Love 15.
making your opponent play one more shot. Improvisation there from Harrison. Kept it fairly low, made it awkward.
$15 all.
Way down. Harrison now outside the world's top 100, but should be somewhere around the 100 mark as a result of his wins this week.
Judged
30-15.
Anderson after a low forehand going down the line, taking the pace off it. But accuracy here, tight that was to the sideline, caused Harrison all sorts of problems there, chasing that one down.
$40-15. Anderson.
Saw him try to run around the backhand quite a few times yesterday and just didn't have the space necessary there all the time. So Anderson with the lead, 2-1.
Done. Find a seat quickly, please.
Yeah,
Thank
big
you.
boy, isn't he, Ryan Harrison? Just a huge frame that he has. Stocky indeed.
Please take any seat for now. Ready for play.
Jay Berger there in the top left of your picture. It's with Ryan this week.
That's first. Fifteen love.
Coolly done.
30 love.
First of these shots was a little tricky to keep nice and low there. It's a nice close as well. Compact swing on this forehand volley.
It's Mark Knowles sitting courtside as well, just in the white shirt. And this did some work this week for the Tennis Channel in the States.
Thirty 15. Forty 15.
.140 miles an hour, that one. Turning up the heat early doors.
Again, Harrison. 2 Ginzel. Fifteen love.
It's a beautiful finish there from Anderson.
38 love.
Ryan Harrison, all out attack right now. Trying to be anyway on the Anderson serve. Another blistering return and very quick around the court. Often Anderson is under that amount of pressure, his own serve.
Forty love. Gannon.
Tough serve to
Anderson.
deal with that one. Coming up, kicking
Anderson
really
leads 3 games to 2.
hard and fast off the surface. We're on serve in set number 1 here.
Time. Seats quickly, please.
Intense individual, isn't he, Ryan Harrison? Certainly a man who wears his heart on his sleeve. Still learning, trying to find that right balance of what works for him best on a tennis court, certainly on a match court.
It's hard to ask someone like Harrison to suppress all of his
15
emotions.
minutes.
He wouldn't perform as well as he can if you do that, but he needs to know when just to stay a little calmer. He found a pretty good balance yesterday. So break down earlier in that third, and was beginning to lose it. Got a code violation for ball abuse, but that was it. Managed to just get himself back in that third set. Crunch time in the tie-break. Came up trumps, stepped up, played well.
40 left. $40-15. Again, Harrison.
2 errors in the early stages from the back of the court from Anderson.
3 games on.
He can go periods without making too many groundies, Anderson, but all of a sudden he can make 3 or 4 in a row, and that sometimes, as an opponent, can be a little surprising. Takes you by surprise. And getting through your service games quite comfortably, and then all of a sudden he's at 30 all and he's breathing down your neck.
$15 left. Next for serve.
vicious
30
move.
$30-15.
It's a poor miss, but it worked out for Harrison that time, just hanging back a few foot behind the baseline, just varying his position, giving Anderson a different look. Always a good idea when facing a big server. Move around a bit, change your position.
$40-15.
Play the men's with that particular volley.
Please.
And Anderson it is who holds on. Not a sniff of a break so far. 4-3.
Sports is a thirsty business. Even fans need the right equipment to keep the game moving. Ice cold, refreshing Coca-Cola, the drink that's wide open for summer fun. So stop by your neighborhood retailer and stock up. And look inside the packaging for a special offer code from one of our summer partners. Coca-Cola, open summer, open happiness. Fans avoid traffic and parking. Take water to the BB&T Atlanta Open. Exit at the Art Center station for the free shuttle. One-way fare only $2.50.
Done. You ready for play?
So Anderson with the lead. 4-3 opening set.
Well-constructed point from Anderson. He's
Love to
taking
see
his time, building that point nicely. Just attacked at just the right moment. Harrison just leaving that ball just a little short.
Love 30.
run. Hand skills required there.
15-39.
Just a little heavy-handed there from Harrison. This is a touch lucky.
Good pass, a really good pass. Anderson was coming in pretty quick there.
Well, Anderson did well with this ball because he had to get this one up and down very quickly and still keep a decent amount of pace on that ball. Anderson with the open stance backhand, very strong. Took that one on the rise.
Something he's done a lot better this year, I think. Anything slightly short, he really has backed himself every time. Anderson.
It's just a habit, isn't it, that you build in practice. Do that every time you're on the practice court. Sooner or later filtered onto the match court.
Got him, and it's a good play from Kevin Anderson, and it's the first break of the match.
Anderson leads.
It was he who was willing to go after it.
Such a handful to deal with, because you know if you'd land the groundies just a touch short, the opponent's going to be rushing the net. And that's pressure in itself, and then you've got to make the passing shot. It's hard to do over a course of a match. You can do it every now and then, but eventually the attacker normally prevails. Really well watched. That was a complete miss hit there from Harrison. Ball had a lot of spin on, and Anderson just knocking it off, and aggressive chop on the ball.
Hello. Stefan Edberg just turned up.
30.
Pat Rafter all rolled in one. I don't think he knew much about that volley there, Anderson. It was world class.
Nets first serve.
Well, you've got to say it's very impressive attacking style that he's adopting these days. Another one, look, no holding back on that one. It's good width on it. 3 set points.
One way to counter Anderson moving forward. Make sure your returns hit firmly but deep.
Game First set.
Half an hour it took for Kevin Anderson to take the opening set here in Atlanta.
6-3.
And we're halfway towards a 1-2 final.
Wilson Racket Sports is partnering with the USTA Southern Section as the official home of this year's BB&T Atlanta Open. Wilson knows athletes around the world need to rely on equipment, and they trust Wilson and the Northern brand in tennis. Ladies and gentlemen, it's one game. Ladies and gentlemen, courtesy of Wilson Racket Sports, make some noise.
Okay, Lamont.
Time.
So off we go under the night skies here. And, Ryan Harrison's good wins so far this week, but in Matosevic, Hiraldo and
2-6-3.
Seidling
Second set.
to reach the semi-finals. At the moment, up against it.
You ready for play? Fifteen left. Left. Harrison challenging the call on the right near sideline. The goal was cut out. (30-15). Harrison has 2 challenges.
It's just punishing, isn't it?
30 on.
There isn't any plan B. Anderson's game obviously doesn't need to change anything right now. Never change a winning game plan, but just tends to keep plugging away his style of game regardless. String of heavy forehands
30-40.
Final one. The knockout blow. The width.
Yeah, heavy is most definitely a word to describe this guy's game.
Deuce. Advantage Anderson.
Playing too much of his tennis from 10 feet behind the baseline and trying to find a way just to get on the front foot a bit more and try to get Anderson on the move because he's not been able to do it enough. Making a big footprint in this match.
Anderson is challenging the call on the right serve. Ball Scullion. Deuce. Anderson has 2 challenges remaining. Advantage Harrison.
Game to win. Snaps the run against him.
First game, second set.
Gets himself on the board.
Certainly needs to keep making those first serves, Harrison, because right now Anderson is trying to really force the issue. Serving pretty well. Yes, both these players need to get that percentage just a little higher, but Anderson winning a lot more points behind that second serve. Hitting the winners, also 14 to the 7 unforced errors. Compare that to 6 winners and 2 unforced from Harrison.
A bit rough, when you hit 2 unforced errors in a set and you lose it 6-3.
Next ball, girl.
Interesting to see what Anderson does after he makes that big first serve. Most players hit that serve and then move back behind the baseline to look for the next shot. Anderson's just a little different. Serves, lands a couple of foot inside the baseline and stays there, anticipating the short return. It's all over the next ball. More often than not, that return will land a little short if the serve finds its mark, because it's that big and that accurate. No need for him to move backwards after it.
So the Batmobile's arrived. Something a little different.
Quite the required amount of snap on that backhand smash. Very tough shot to execute.
Again, Anderson. 1 game over.
It's called serve and drive volley from a foot inside the baseline.
my point. Just stays there. Doesn't want to retreat.
Fifteen love.
That's definitely worth a challenge.
30 love.
Where we're sitting, that looked just wide.
Forty love.
Confident game.
Harrison.
And Harrison stays in front
leads
in the
2
second
games to
set,
1.
having dropped the first 6-3.
Time. Seats, please. Thank you.
Hasn't really made any inroads on the Anderson serve so far. South African 1-2.
Fifteen love. Fifteen.
thingy. What on earth was he doing there?
Just felt that it was going to be the wrong shot. This was just the perfect opportunity for him to just drill that down the line. Just was too cute with that one. Didn't work out, but had the court position, shaking his head as he made the volley.
Bolts.
Somehow managed to get around that backhand to hit that forehand. Just falling away
30 on.
from this final forehand because he knew struggling for space there. Had the angle, more than decent power.
$40-30.
Wrong choice.
Again, Anderson.
It's a good pass, but
2 Ginzel.
approach shot right into the wheelhouse.
Love fitting.
Definitely being rushed. Was just a little late. Big difference there, you can see. Points one behind that second serve.
Nets for serve. $15 all. $30-15. $30 all.
Much better job there. Behind the serve. For the all.
Possessed the heat on that first serve. The second time, Anderson's whiffed a return on the backhand side. Shooting through the court.
So Harrison holds. A couple of really tough service games, but he's staying alive. And 3-2 it is for the Americans. Second set.
Whether you are a do-it-yourself or a contractor, Hertz Equipment Rental has everything you need to get the job done. With a national network of locations, Hertz Equipment is ready to help whenever you need us. Call 1-888-777-2700 or visit hertzequipment.com for more information. Hertz Equipment Rental, ready to help. Looking for something crisp and refreshing? Check out Clos de Bois Chardonnay, Pinot Grigio, and Rouge Red Blend at the concessions. And keep an eye out for the new look of Clos de Bois in stores this September. The time to enjoy is now. Clos de Bois Winery, Gainesville, California. Please enjoy our wines responsibly. Please come visit the Manhattan Club at Vendors Row for your chance to win a U.S. Open Finals getaway and get details on their discounted New York City getaway packages.
Done.
So Ryan Harrison with the lead in set number 2. Still yet to make a final. Can he do it here?
Jack in the box, getting around that return.
First time he's had Anderson at love 30. First time he's really been anywhere near a break. One of the few times he's been able to get Anderson behind the baseline.
Anderson not getting through these forehands at all. The high finish over the head was leaning backwards. Just gave the opportunity to Harrison just to kind of start spreading the play with his forehand.
3 break points.
$15.40. 30-40.
Out wide or down the tee?
Out wide.
Palmer's 0 for 1.
So frustrating there from Harrison. The last place you want to miss that lob is wide. Had so much court to play with behind Anderson because Anderson had closed so much. He was dragged into the net here with just a defensive dig from Harrison.
Harrison is shown to the call on the right far sideline. Rose Cutting. Advantage Anderson. Harrison has one challenger.
Such a good game, isn't it? I mean, if you wanted evidence of how this guy's improved, really, those last 5 points from Love 40
3 games on.
sum it up very nicely.
Just didn't panic. Backed himself. Didn't go away from his game plan. Didn't play any differently. So expecting Harrison to give him the points, but haven't got them.
Fifteen. 15 on.
Whiffed another.
30-15.
Whether he's struggling to pick up the ball backhand side. The serve struggling.
$40-15.
well played.
Again, Harrison.
And Harrison still just about ahead in this second set. He's going to have to find a way to break that.
Thanks, Bobby.
Your Serve Tennis is the official swinger for the pros, as well as the official tennis retailer of the BB&T Atlanta Open. Since 1976, Your Serve Tennis has been bringing the best customer service and selection of tennis rackets, shoes, clothing, and more to Atlanta's tennis community. With 8 metro locations, there is always a Your Serve Tennis near you.
Done. Thank you. Ready for
4-3 in. Second set. Added a little bit more loop, isn't he, to his forehand, just to try and pin Anderson back a little bit more, get a bit more length.
$15 on. $30-15.
Has hit that serve well all evening. Wide on the deuce side. Still the percentages a little low from Anderson. A lot of points behind it though when he has managed to get it in.
$40-15. Anderson.
Absolute bullets
4 games
coming down from Kevin Anderson's racket there. Spot on.
Certainly not feeling comfortable at the minute. It's Anderson on that backhand return.
Oh, what a fantastic point.
Exhausting point for Harrison. So much running. Laps at the back of the court, just
Fitting on.
reacting to the aggression from Anderson. Great groundies.
Good stuff.
Brave second serve. Very firmly 110 miles an hour onto the service line.
That one's gone down the freeway, isn't it?
40-15.
Miss it.
And Harrison.
Harrison bangs down a big ace to stay alive. 5-4, he's in front. Second set.
Harrison leads 5-4. Might just need to put a new one in. Done.
So pressure on Kevin Anderson right now. Hasn't had his serve broken the entire match.
Beautiful second serve
15 love.
into the body. It's a double hander, always a good tactic. Tuck him up. Just fighting to get out of the way of the ball.
30 love.
Struck it well.
Love. That's first. $40-15. Game. Anderson.
Big thundering serve coming down.
5 games on. $15. $30. $30-15.
It's one too many times if you're going into the forehand side. The serve. Where will he go here?
Measured play there from Anderson, just waiting for the perfect ball to come to the net on.
Net second serve. $40-30.
Harrison holds on just about. And the American 6-5 tiebreak, you feel looming rather large here.
Harrison leads 6 games to 5.
If you love tennis and want the best for your health, we got good news. Lifetime Athletic at Peachtree Corners is coming soon. Lifetime's newest location provides a revolutionary workout facility with one of the most premier tennis centers you'll find anywhere. You'll have over 30 courts to play on, along with luxurious resort-like amenities, the latest fitness and cardio equipment, yoga, indoor cycling, proven weight loss programs, and so much more. You're going to love working out in one of the nicest clubs in the country. Stop by the Lifetime Athletic booth to learn more about becoming a Founders member or visit lifetimefitness.com.
Done.
Give the big man. Try and hold on here. Five, 6.
Not really getting much value from running around that second serve,
15.
Harrison. If anything, he's kind of getting himself off balance. Understandable if he can get a good hit on the ball, but he's kind of just defending that one back.
Oh! 15 on.
Opened up the angles, didn't he? Wasn't the best approach.
It's down, stayed down beautifully. So that one, nice and low.
Uh-oh. Amazing what a bit of pressure can do. Missed by a mile, that backhand.
15-40.
Two set points for Ryan Harrison here.
Coped with the situation so well last time, did Anderson? Just wonder if he's going to come up trumps once again. And saved and to go. Throwing everything at it is Harrison.
Tough man to turn a point around against, isn't he, in this sort of form, Anderson? He does get on top of you in a rally. It's very hard to try and turn things around and in your favour.
Advantage Anderson.
To rely on Anderson just missing out in the blue, as he did get himself into a little bit of trouble in this game.
Yeah, Anderson. 6 games all. Second set tiebreak.
So not for the first time this week.
Players receive 1 additional
Buster.
challenge.
Did the hard part there, did Anderson, getting that return back to decent length and good quality. Came up off that last forehand. Wasn't a bad idea.
1-all.
It's a good first return, but how about this for a shot from Anderson? How he kept that so low. The half volley.
Two, 1, Anderson. Two all.
a massive combination. Brilliant serve.
3-2, Harrison.
Just raw power on this forehand.
It could prove to be a very big tie-break in this man's career. It's slightly perhaps overstating things, but 21, things haven't really gone his way the last couple of years. Never made a final on tour. Potentially be a fairly sort of watershed moment, maybe, if he was to come through this match.
3-all.
By now, you'd perhaps give him the serve down the tee. Juice caught that wide one all evening.
Anderson.
That was a point that was belonged really in the opening set. That was what Anderson was all about. And he has the mini break.
Harrison is changing the call on the left baseline. Ball stops.
As he looks towards the heavens, I suspect he's not going to get a lot of love out of this. Way long.
6-3,
silent
Anderson. Harrison has one
here,
challenger.
because Anderson has 3 match points. There it is. It will be the top 2 seeds. A little square off in the final in Atlanta. Ryan Harrison wasn't to be for him again. He fails at the semi-finals, but Kevin Anderson is through. Pretty impressively, Alf.
It was played very well, and just evidence really of how this man is just racing up the rankings. Very consistent from start to finish. Stuck to his guns, stuck to the game plan. Served exceptionally well, plenty of free points and aces. And that's why he's a real handful for any play out there at the moment. But good week for Ryan Harrison, though. Surely that will give him a little confidence going into the next few weeks.
So that'll do it from our coverage from Atlanta. Hope you can be with us for the final tomorrow. Anderson against Isner. That will be 8 o'clock British time, so local time 5 o'clock. It'll be, 3 o'clock here in Atlanta. But for now, we'll say good evening, and hopefully you can join us tomorrow.